And we're already starting out with storms. We've got massive storms. I don't know what's been going on with this year, but we've had nothing but tornado warnings and sirens going off. We've been in the basement quite a bit, which is not normal around here. And then her lovely disaster over here. Do your kids do this? Because I swear I play catch up and then this is what happens. So, all right, first time pool has been opened up for the season, but it's not opened as we can swim in it. First of all, it's like in the 50s right now. It's still pretty cold, but we're trying to, you know, May's coming up. Pool should have been open, but hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. It is our weekly vlog and we're already starting out with storms. We've got massive storms. I don't know what's been going on with this year, but we've had nothing but tornado warnings and sirens going off. We've been in the basement quite a bit, which is not normal around here. And I was a little bit worried today because my one daughter Riley, after school, we got like nothing going on Mondays. So Mondays are like the perfect thing for her to, you know, work and you know, do some projects with friends. So Mondays, today she needed to finish a project that's due tomorrow and she's like, Mom, I need to go to Starbucks, I'm gonna work with some friends. And then when Mom's like, I don't think it's a good idea, we're supposed to have tornadoes. And I'm like, what? Looked at the weather yesterday, I'm like, oh, sure enough, from like 12 to 2 we had this like red exclamation point warning, and then in the evening from like 4 to 10 I was like, great, well now we're in the clear for the 4 to 10. So I'm like, okay, perfect, it's not even supposed to be 100% raining, I'm, you know, fine with that. But during the day it moved from 12 to 1, which is fine because Mason, our littlest one, is in kindergarten half day and he gets the bus at 12. So I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna be outside with like this tornado. So 1 o'clock is when we're supposed to be hit for like an hour. I'm like, you know what, it's okay, the kid's gonna be at school. They, you know, have had tornado drills before, but it should be fine. So, but before we get started with our vlog, if you guys are new to our channel, we're so close to 1,000, you guys. Hit that subscribe button so you know, so you're subscribed and you're part of our YouTube family. It means so much to us. We love vlogging. I do different kind, you know, videos on Thursdays as well. I do like 3 videos a week. And also down below is Bella Bean's channel. Make sure you are subscribed to her channel as well. We do fun, crazy things over there. So, but yeah, but like I said, if you like our channel, which you guys are watching it and you're, you know, I'm getting lots of likes and stuff, but you guys gotta hit that subscribe button. Like I said, it would mean the world to my whole family and I. But let's get back into our vlog. So, not too much going on this week. The girls had competition this weekend, so I'm kind of like trying to put all their stuff away. They're done with competitions for the season, but they do have their recital, so I'm just, you know, putting all their stuff away because it's, you know, not until like June. So we got about like 6 weeks before they actually have to, you know, bring out all their stuff again. And, you know, I just don't want all this stuff just hanging around everywhere because it overtakes Mason's closet. What's really nice is Mason has his own room. And he has a very in-deep closet where I can fit, if you guys don't know, like we got closet trolleys that it's like this big huge suitcase. It's probably as like big as Isabella, and you know, you can hook it up to have the costumes hang on it, and we have 2 of them. I can fit 2 of them in there and still more in there. So it's really, he has a really, really deep closet. So I love that closet to put them there. Well, I feel so bad because I've had it just laying in his room and he's like, Mom, he's like, these closet trolleys are just like overtaking my room. And I'm like, well, the girls have competition next week, you know. Why would I put it away and then take it out a couple days later? So hopefully gonna go ahead and put all their dance stuff away. And then we really don't have anything extra this week. I really, really, really want to clean this house. This class, I feel like I've been like neglecting cleaning. And I do have a routine and I'll share this with you guys. So the best thing for me with cleaning is I need to stick to a schedule and have a routine. So what I normally do is I have like weekly cleanings and I have monthly cleanings. My weekly cleanings are super, super quick. Mondays I clean the kitchen, and that's like including like the microwave and the stovetop. I do that once a week, and like pulling everything out of the fridge that like needs to be thrown out, not wiping down the shelves yet. I do that like for my monthly. And then every day I just do like a 10-minute kitchen tidy, and I just wipe down the counters with spray and stuff and just make sure everything's organized. Well, it's been getting a hot mess in this kitchen. So that's what I normally do on Mondays. For monthly, and I always do it the first week of a new month because it just helps me remember, I like pull everything out of the fridge and freezer, which I have to reorganize everything, and that's going to be a project in itself. But it's been so crazy with dance and all the kids' activities that I just like, you know, it's the end of the school year. There's like musicals and you know, just field trips and everything. It's just one thing right after another. And then I like clean the conventional oven, clean the inside of the oven, just like you know, things that I take a little bit longer to clean. Don't really do anything on Tuesdays, but something always happens where I don't finish cleaning the kitchen on Mondays, which is mainly like stocking the pantry. I stock the pantry on Mondays, so maybe that'll overtake to Tuesdays. That's why I leave it open. Wednesdays, I don't do anything. I used to do this on Wednesdays, but now I do it on Thursdays, and I feel it's a lot easier to do it on Thursdays than Wednesdays. Is I dust everything and I vacuum everything. That's what I do on Thursdays, as well as I just wash the bathroom floors. I only monthly wash our hardwood floors because we own our remodeling company, and we didn't even know this, being in the flooring industry, that you really shouldn't be washing your floors every single week. And the product that we have on the floor, you should be only doing it once a month. So that's what I do, is once a month do that when it's the first Thursday of the month. So I have that stuff to do. And then I also clean my bathroom on Thursdays, because my bathroom really doesn't take that long to clean. And there's nothing really like in deep, well, no, I will say yes. The one thing I do in deep on bathroom cleaning days, and Riley cleans the downstairs bathroom because that's like the older kids' bathroom, so they just handle that, is the grout. I actually take like powder and I actually scrub the grout with a bristle brush and like really, really clean the floor. So that's for like my most like in-depth cleaning for the bathroom. But yeah, I want to go ahead and get into cleaning a lot this week. Like I said, put things away. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It's pouring. Here, let me show you. Look how bad it is coming down, guys. Look at our pool area. I am so glad I literally just got in the house, like right when I started vlogging with you guys to, you know, welcome you to our weekly vlog. I'm so glad I did not get caught up in this. This is absolutely crazy. But if you look like up there, like it's not that dark outside. It's pretty light. So this is kind of crazy, but this is what we're supposed to be dealing with all day. I don't mind it for being a Monday. Like I said, we have no activities on Monday. I don't have to take the kids anywhere. It's nice. So for Monday, it's fine. I would rather have this happening during the day than the evening when we're trying to go to bed, because I'll stay up all night and make sure everything is okay. But yeah, so this is the storm right now. But at least I don't have to water the plants, which is really nice. Which, if you saw our weekend vlog, I showed you guys the new plants that we're going to be planting in the planting bed when I do that in a couple weeks. All right, so that's been crazy. So besides my cleaning schedule, I like to do like a project of the week. And if I don't finish the project of the week, it's okay. I save it for the following week. Normally Mondays and Fridays, I don't work on a project. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Because Mondays I do a lot of my editing for our videos and stuff, and I organize it. And it doesn't take me that long, but I just like to have one day with just doing that and doing, some social media stuff. So I have still not, and I was supposed to do this over spring break, switch the kids' clothes. So I need to go through Mason's clothes. I don't switch his, but me and Isabella, I switch our winter and our summer stuff. Bella, her stuff is in her closet. I just flip-flop it, and then mine's in containers and I just flip-flop it. So I do need to do that. I'm not worried so much about my clothes as I am with hers, but she's in between sizes, so I need to actually go through her stuff. So I'm mad style washing clothes today. I feel like if I wash everything and I have to pull anything, like that's just easier for me. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna overtake my living room again and just pull things down that doesn't fit them anymore and just leave it downstairs, organized and folding it before I put it away, because then I have to go in the basement, which was a disaster, I think, to my older girls. They decided to destroy it with Nerf guns and Barbies and everything. So finally Riley helped me make a little path, and so I can actually grab like the new set of clothes for Bella to go through. So that's my plans for this week. Cleaning schedule, get back on a routine, and of course clothes for our weekly project. But my camera's flashing at me. It's telling me that I need to charge it. Didn't even realize we filmed a lot this weekend for Bella's channel. So like I said, hit the subscribe button. Bella's is down below, and then of course our family channel. All right, so I am definitely starting off in Mason's room for this week's project of the week. So I have he got PlayStation 5 for Christmas. It's downstairs. We have to hook up PlayStation 4. Haven't got to that. But you know what? With school, they don't really play a lot of games or watch TV or stuff like that during the week. School is a focus, so not really too worried about that. But this is how crazy the rooms have been. Brought some containers up to go ahead and pack some clothes away. So I told him I got this all cleaned up for him. He had stuff all over the floor. Clothes, he had toys. So I picked up everything off the floor. He put everything away for me before school, and I told him that his job this week is to go through his bookshelf. He needs to work on it by himself, so I told him he needs to figure this hot mess out. We'll reorganize the books and put everything away, but I try to keep books that's for his age. So if I have to pull some stuff, I have to pull some stuff. The top of the bookshelf is a disaster as well. It has toys, toys, cars, crayons, everything. So that needs to be a little bit more organized before I decide to go ahead and put the PS4. And that's when I told him, I'm like, he's got to do it. He has to make his bed. And then I started doing all his laundry. So I got all his laundry on the floor. I got to go through it, and because there is some things that need to be pulled out of here. And folded. It won't take me that long, but my goal today is to at least fold all these clothes and put his clothes away that needs to be put away, and just put to the side what does not fit him anymore. Shoes are over here that don't fit anymore. He bought some new toys from Target, so I'm like, you're not opening up anything at all until we clean this room. So this is his other area I told him that does need to be cleaned up. It's not bad. His room is honestly not bad at all. So I'm not too, worried about him. He did put a lot of stuff in bags that he needs to go through, but I told him, like, get rid of it. If you don't want to, get rid of it. So he was Oogie Boogie. He was playing around with Oogie Boogie, so I got to put that back in there for him. But I have his closet over here. So this is his closet. So on this side is Riley's closet side. Her and Bella, they don't use the same closet. So Bella can fit in the closet all her clothes, but she has so much that, like, Riley needs her own closet. So Riley's stuff is on that side. This stuff over here is brand new stuff that he has that doesn't fit up here. So I've got his stuff up here. I have to go through a couple things. I don't think there's much that needs to be pulled, but my goal is to try to pull these back up here. His Cars tracks up there. He decided to put Legos over there, but I have to go through his shoes, and then I have to go through his costumes, because he did pull his Pascal costume, which these are all the clothes over here that need to be packed away. There's his costume right there that does not fit him anymore, which makes me sad. So I have to redo that. So he got new shoes. We have to put the new shoes in there. I think that his flip-flops are done. I might have to get him some new flip-flops. I really have to make a list of things that, like, he really needs. So car stuff over here, more car stuff over here, and this is what I was talking about. So this is Riley's side, and the closet goes all the way down past that wall. So if you go this way, like, I'm going to show you this way, that's a pretty deep closet. It actually goes a little bit, I think it actually goes a little bit further, because I can fit 2 of the closet trolleys in here and the one's back there, and it's pretty far back there already. So I have the one back there. I have to pull all this back out because he was nice enough to put it in there temporarily, just so it wasn't here on the ground. And then I am going to put the other closet trolley in there for the next couple weeks until we have recital, and then flip-flop it. But it honestly is really easy. Above it, I actually put all of our suitcases, minus Paul's. He just got new suitcase luggage, so his is hard, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with his. But other than that, the only thing that's behind his little rocking chair is his little train, which I want to say he got 2 years ago. He always asks to ride it, but I don't know if he's too big for it. He asked for a train for Christmas from Santa one year, and that's what he got, and I don't know. I'll have to ask him what he wants to do, but that's a really, really awesome toy that I would definitely not even get rid of. I would definitely pack and keep it for possibly the future. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on today. It should not take me that long to where I can go ahead and do some other things, but I told him I'm going to work on the clothes. He can go ahead and work on all of this stuff, and he'll do it. He's my kid. I don't have to worry about. And then I think for the rest of the week, my next project in here will be doing the, I'm like getting sidetracked right now, packing those clothes away. That's it. That's what I want to do. So if I can do that this week, I'll be happy. And then next week, I'll work on Bella's stuff. All right, guys. Step 1 is done. I started pulling some stuff out of his drawers and his closet that I saw, like, pajamas-wise and shirts that were, like, anything that was 4T. I didn't completely go through all his drawers. Well, the one was just, like, shirts, but I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it until I was like, oh, those pajamas look awfully small. So, but look, our floor is cleaned, except for little tags and stuff because it doesn't need to be vacuumed. But I put the closet trolley back in, put all of his car stuff back in. So that's what that looks like. Organized his shoes a little bit, his costumes, left this over here, went through all of these clothes. Some I'm kind of like, he might still be able to fit, so I want him to try it on. If it looks too short when I see it on him, then I'll go ahead and pull it. But other than that, here is step 1. And like I said, this is the project of the week, and little by little, so I'm done for today. So he's gonna go ahead and do the next step, which is cleaning. Hopefully he'll clean a lot. And then this is his pile that I need to go, hopefully between tomorrow and Thursday, because normally when I do the project of the week, I was so busy editing on Mondays and doing computer stuff and a bunch of other things like that on Mondays and cleaning the kitchen, that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is like my project of the week days. So hopefully, cross my fingers, guys, this week that I'll be able to finish all this. All right, so this is what we're having for dinner tonight. It's a lemon herb chicken bowl. So I have some quinoa on the side over here, and then I just have shredded chicken breast that I marinated with some lemon and some herbs, a little bit of oil, and then cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, onions. I'm just gonna mix it up and enjoy. Paul already ate it. He thought it was amazing. Of course, I'm always last to eat, and because I had to wash everything, and now I'll finally get to enjoy it. All right, so Mason is currently cleaning his room so I can finish packing his clothes up, but I am starting with Isabella's clothes because I fully washed everything, did all loads of laundry. So if anything was small that she told me was small, it's already washed. So this pile right here is actually a pile that I was putting aside in her room by her closet that's small. So I'm throwing it in the laundry bin right now because I'm going to bring it downstairs, and I'm going to separate it downstairs because I have a feeling she's going to have a lot more stuff to go. I separated everything that needs to be put away. So over here we got her stuff that needs to be hung up. We got a little puppy over here. I am going to be putting her pajamas away right now, but a good chunk of it is going bye-bye. And then these are all her bottoms, like pants, shorts, skirts, and then her lovely disaster over here. Do your kids do this? Because I swear I play catch up and then this is what happens. So she told me that these containers are closed. Toys that are in here, she doesn't want to play with anymore. So I'm actually going to pull those out, and maybe we'll have a little bit more room over here to display her shoes. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. I'm not really quite sure, but her purses are a disaster. They're over there. But this is her winter wardrobe and short sleeve, so I'll move the short sleeves over there, and then I will flip it up to here. So I always keep dresses over here. Tank tops will come down, winter will come up. But like I said, I always keep short sleeve, you know, either there for the winter or there for the summer and then there for the winter, just so she goes ahead and has an option if she wants to wear a short sleeve. So I'm just going to be putting everything away right now and pulling things. This is an easy, like, flip-flop. I might flip-flop it as I'm putting away because I'm going to be going through it, but I have stuff up there. She's got bows. She's got puzzles that's probably going to get pulled down. Build-A-Bear stuff. I don't know if she wants to still have that, but I mean, she wants her dolls, so I figure, you know, the Build-A-Bear stuff and dolls really are kind of like the same, but as Jingle Bells is behind me. But yeah, so I'm going to be finishing her clothes just a little bit today. I'm just, like I said, putting her clothes away and just flip-flopping this, and then we will pull toys and that kind of stuff another day. Oh, and this is the other section of stuff I am working on for Bella. So this is her salon. I had her put all her hair stuff over here, and then of course, like, it became a huge mess. So salon's going to be put away, as well as all her dress up clothes. So I have to organize all that. So this whole section will probably be gone, but it's just probably another project because right now I'm still putting all her clothes away, and it's been taking me quite a bit of time. So I'm not too much worried about her room this week. I'm really focusing on Mason's, but at least if I can put all her clothes away and I'm pulling out clothes that are in the drawers, I'm good to start for this to be my project for next week. All right, first time pool has been opened up for the season, but it's not opened as we can swim in it. First of all, it's like in the 50s right now. It's still pretty cold, but we're trying to, you know, May's coming up. Pool should have been open, but that's what it looks like. Not too dirty. There's a little bit of worms in here, so I'm gonna get the pool vacuum, but we lost a lot of water. Paul said he had to push the liner in. I don't know where. He said one of the corners, but I'm wondering, he just started filling this up. So this is pretty much how much water was missing, but I'm wondering because of the water being so low that's why the cover stretched. So he's working on this. Our pump is definitely broken, so we need a new pump. We've been here for almost 6 years, so we haven't really done too much besides putting a new cover, because when we actually bought the house, the cover was ripped. We didn't know about that. So that's the only thing. We have lights that are out, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, so this is what Paul's working on today. I'm just I'm hoping that that kind of flattens out. But I mean, when something's drying that's been stretched out for so long, obviously it's going to have a little bit of bumpage, so. But I cannot wait to have this opened. I love just having this open every morning and just enjoying just the view. That's my favorite thing. I'm not a swimmer. I don't really swim too much. The kids love it, obviously, but for me, I just enjoy the beautiful view during summer. And then I was checking out my plants, being, you know, in the 50s, like cold-wise, how things are going. My basil looks the same, so I'm not going to turn around and show you guys that, but my cilantro is coming up really, really nice. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that this really keeps all summer. I want to do a little bit more research on it, but we're going to start planting in a couple weeks. Peppers and jalapenos, my Romana tomatoes. I've been watering it every other day because I feel like it really doesn't need to be water constantly. You can see they're not that dry, the regular cherry tomatoes. But this is what's bothering me as I like almost fall. My Greek oregano, you guys saw how it looked from before. Like I've got this over here, it's like all fuzzy. So I don't know if because of the cold, this got messed up, but Paul's gonna go to Lowe's later. He's gonna pick up a new outlet for the downstairs bathroom we blew down there during the last storm. So we have no outlets downstairs, so we can't use power for the bathroom. Riley's been in our bathroom. I might have him actually pick me up 2 more of these because I don't like how that is. It's a little weird, but everything else looks pretty good, so. But that I'm definitely excited for. Okay, I figured I'd trade the basil anyways, but look at that, still moist in there. So I'm gonna put these in a bigger pot pretty soon because this is not gonna go in the ground. I'm gonna do what I did last year. We had a big, huge pot. Basil lasted pretty much all summer. But the cilantro, that's what I gotta work on. That one burned pretty bad. I gotta figure out a good spot. This seems to be the good spot for the basil, but we'll see. All right, so it is the end of our weekly vlog. We've been trying to really get this house in order. I am actually proud of myself. I'm not done with the kids' room yet, not done with their clothes, so I'm not going to show you guys until everything's completely done, but I'm really proud. Let's start off with Mason's room. Okay, so Mason's room, you saw the clothes were everywhere. I separated all the, you know, I washed everything. I put all his clothes away. I actually pulled everything out of his closets, and I put the closet trolleys away in there from Dan's. I organized his shoes. I need to have him try on a couple pairs of shoes to see if they're okay, because I did buy him new shoes. And I hung some things from the drawer that were a little bit big on him that now fit on him because I pulled some things out of the closet. So his room is good. The only thing I need to do is I need to pack away the clothes that no longer fit him. I did the shoes. I got another container to go ahead and do that. But he needed to do some cleaning wise for me first. So we're at that point right now where he's so sweet. He pulled everything out of the bookshelf underneath the TV. So I'm gonna clean all that, wash that all down, pull it all out, wash the baseboards, like really clean his room. And then kind of pull the DVDs behind and clean that in the dresser so I get the whole wall cleaned out. I'll put the side of his bed too. And I'm probably gonna work on it this weekend because Paul's working all weekend and the only thing we have going on is hockey, which by the way, if you ever see our weekend vlogs and you see like Mason doing some hockey stuff and then we're doing something else and then more hockey stuff, that's done on purpose because he's got hockey Saturday and Sunday. So it's like 2 different days. So I want to show you because he wears the same uniform. I wash it as soon as we get home, you know. So we're probably gonna finish his room this week, but he's gonna organize that whole shelf with Riley. I told him, I'm like, that's one thing you can do with your sister, and I'll do the other side with him, which is all the cars. But I'm like, do one at a time. So he pulled everything out. So I'm hoping with his room, I'm thinking his room should be able to be done this weekend, minus like, I'm thinking his room will be done because my goal was to finish his room this week. Didn't happen. It's okay. I've been doing other things. I've been really trying to meal plan and focus on our health. I've been doing really a lot of cooking this week. And that, I thought I saw something. I was like, what is in the reflection? And I've been working out hardcore. I've been trying to get 14,000 steps a day in. I've been getting more than that, but I just really want to, you know, focus on that too. So I've kind of like put the project kind of like on the back burner, but I'm still doing it. So I'm still getting in, you know, and there's other things. And you know what happens? And to me, working out and health is a little bit more important than trying to clean the house. Just my opinion, because I'm trying, you know, to lose a couple more pounds. And then next week I can start back up with Bella's. Now what I did with Bella's is I put all her clothes away minus the clothes that need to be hung up. So I got halfway done. So I flipped like the tank tops to the bottom, and all the tank tops are good. I went through those, and I put all the long sleeve up. Oh, Parthy's trying to get in the house. I was like, what is that? All the long sleeve stuff up. So I just have to work on the short sleeve, and I have to work on like I have holidays that I always keep on the top, and dresses, because I'm going to be pulling all the toys out. So I'm hoping to pull out all the toys, finish. She's just gonna have to wait. I think she doesn't see me, and that's why she's like, Mom, where are you? But I'm gonna go ahead, yeah, like I said, all the toys, get it out of there, put it in the basement, and because they're already in containers, and then flip-flop her clothes and keep going through them. But I already have a basket full of clothes that need to be put away in the basement, so I brought that down to the living room. So I'm gonna bring whatever else downstairs, and I'm just gonna work on organizing it downstairs. That's what I'm gonna do. I figure you pop a movie on, like a Hallmark movie, and just go ahead and do that. It makes me more motivated to do stuff like that than just hang out in their room. I get very overwhelmed in the girls' room because there's like other stuff everywhere. So next week for my project of the week, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I, for sure, pull all the toys out, make sure all her stuff's hung up, the new stuff, and pull all the old stuff. Then see what else I need to pull out toy-wise and make sure her room's completely clean. And then hopefully I'll have time to go through her stuff in the basement and bring up her next size. But she's still good right now, especially like she has leggings, she's got clothes. I had to pull all the jeans. All the jeans are like floods on her. So I'm like, honey, you can't wear these anymore. And she's like, but I want to. So she's fine for now. I have to have her go through her shoes. It's like really hard. Like I need her with me to go ahead and like try some things on. I know that's gonna be a very, very big day. So if I can start doing that stuff this weekend, I will. But my goal is, like, I'm not gonna do any other project next week. I'm just gonna do the stuff with the kids' clothes, and then that is it. And then I'll figure out another project of the week in a couple weeks. I wanna do, you know, whatever I can. Because tomorrow, my next Fridays are a couple busy. Tomorrow I have to be at Mason's school, so I'm not gonna have much time at home without him. And then next week, Friday, they both have a half day. And since Mason's afternoon kindergarten, and he had off the last half day, he goes to morning kindergarten, so they're both gonna be gone in the morning. So if I have to do any running around, because Riley's got prom coming up, I'm gonna have to do it with the hour and a half that I have without anybody. So, but not sure what else is going on for today. Normal dance day. I will definitely guys show you what I'm making for dinner. It's a chicken dinner. If I don't show it to you guys, it means I didn't make it, and Paul and I ended up going out. But we're, like I said, really, really good. I've been so proud of myself. I've been literally having, like, I think my breakfast with my drinks in the morning is $5.75. Which, by the way, those electrolytes, the liquid IV, I just realized those are, okay, so I told you guys there were 45 calories. The sugar-free ones are only 15. So I bought sugar-free ones because they had a peach one in there, and I think I'm gonna go ahead now to cut, I don't care if it's 30 calories, 30 calories is 30 calories. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and stock up on the sugar-free ones, just so you guys know. I found that out myself. So yeah, so my breakfast and everything is under 600 with my drinks and everything. So my dinner, I try to keep it no more than 600, which it's been working, but walking 14,000 steps a day is giving me back 400 calories. So that's like my goal. It says I'm supposed to be between 1,200 and 1,350 for calories in a deficient to lose weight. And I do feel different. I haven't weighed myself, and I refuse to weigh myself, but feeling my clothes and everything, and Paul even said, and I definitely had noticed, like, I don't know what you guys think, but I've noticed like my face is leaning out. And then I was like, okay, something's going on. And I even noticed that my stomach is flatter, and I just feel different. So, but my goal is, like, it's not so much my abs, it's my arms. So I rambled, but you know what, when I find something that like I need to tell you guys, I need to tell you guys, because I love sharing things with you guys. And you know, like I said, the liquid IV, like I didn't realize that there's less calories in the sugar-free than there is in the regular one. So if that helps you guys, I'm glad. I wanted to share another tip with you guys. So 14,000 steps a day is what I need, they said, to lose weight, which I love. I enjoy walking. I'm up for at least 14 hours a day, sometimes 15, sometimes 16 hours, because I do try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. What I do is every single hour I check my watch to see if I hit 1,000 steps. And if I did not, I walk the last like 10 minutes until that hour. and I walk until I hit my 1,000 steps from that point. So by the time like 12 o'clock comes and Mason goes off to school, I should have 5,000 steps. If I don't, I'll come home and I'll just really fast walk. Another thing that I found out is every time you eat, you really should be walking. Just a minute or two, step in place, because somebody was saying how like blood sugar spikes and it's harder to lose belly fat, and they're like, you know, because you're gonna crash later on, you're gonna crave things. So I've also been this week walking after every meal, and I feel good. My energy's been up, I love it and everything. So that's what I've been doing. So by the time, like, I try to go to bed about 10, 11 o'clock. By the time that, you know, 10, 11 o'clock hits, I should be done with my steps. By the time I actually am home from like picking like or dropping Riley off at dance, I should be done with my steps. So that's another little trick. I just thought of it when I walked away, and I'm like, I definitely have to tell you guys. So I'm going to try and do something before these kids come home and I have to go finish the, you know, driving them to their activities for the evening. All right, guys, I almost didn't make dinner tonight because what did I tell you? Paul needed to go to the store, and as soon as I dropped Bella off from dance, he's like, you wanna come with me? I'm like, no, I'm making dinner. So he's still out right now, but I'm just done with dinner. This is what we're having for dinner tonight. The only thing I did is I used cauliflower rice instead of regular cauliflower, just because that's what I had, but Paul's been craving this. This is my turmeric chicken. So all it is sauteed shallots with salt and pepper, turmeric, and then I put the cauliflower rice in there, mixed it up, added some coconut milk, and then I actually chopped the chicken up and put it in the air fryer. And then once that was cooked, I put it on the stovetop with everything mixed together for a little bit to make it a little thicker and just heat up and mix everything together. And then I put it in a bowl and topped it off with cilantro. So this is what we're having for dinner tonight.